Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Arun Commerce and Management Academy. In today's video, I am going to explain most important questions in business organization and management subject. So let me explain all the important questions from all the 5 units. So now I will explain from unit 1 all the important questions. So here when it comes to unit 1, so here the questions will be from introduction and forms of business organization. So here introduction, so the questions will be from the business and the other questions from will be from the forms of business organization. So first question will be, what is business? Explain the characteristics and objectives of business. So here we need to explain the definition of business, introduction of business, and we need to explain all the characteristics and objectives of the business. Then second question, explain the relationship between trade, industry and commerce. So here explain all the three terms. What do you mean by trade? What do you mean by industry and commerce? Then conclude the relationship between all the three things. So here when you are writing the long question, minimum you need to write 2.5 pages and maximum you need to write 3.5 pages. Then when it comes to third question, define business organization, discuss the various forms of business organization. So here what are the various forms of business organizations are there? So here 5 forms of business organizations. For example, first one, sole proprietorship, partnership, joint Hindu family, cooperative societies. Fifth one is joint stock company. So these are the 5 forms of business organization. So here, so we need to explain all the various forms of business organization, and we need to define the business organization. Then fourth question, what are the factors influencing the choice of suitable form of an organization? So among these 5 forms of organization, means sole proprietorship, partnership, joint Hindu family, cooperative societies and joint stock company. Among these 5, so we need to explain which are the factors which are suitable for an organization. So write orally, so what are your views, okay, when it comes to the choice of business organization among these 5 forms of business organization. Then fifth question, define sole proprietorship and discuss its advantages and disadvantages. So what do you mean by sole proprietorship? Sole proprietorship means here only single owner will be there and he will be managing the business or running the business, only one single person. So here we need to write the advantages and disadvantages. Then sixth question, what is partnership business? Discuss its advantages and disadvantages. So what do you mean by partnership business? So here minimum 2 persons must be there to start the partnership business according to 1932 Indian Partnership Act. So here we need to write the advantages as well as the disadvantages. So when it comes to the seventh question, what is a partnership deed? Explain the contents of a partnership deed. So here what do you mean by partnership deed? It is nothing but an agreement between all the partners, right? So it is a written agreement between all the partners. Then explain the kinds of partners also we need to study. Then eighth one, what is a cooperative organization? Explain its characteristics. So here among all these 5 forms of business organization, so here there will be a probability of getting this question also in the first chapter. So first chapter is very lengthy chapter. So among all these questions you might be getting any 2 long questions. Out of these 2 questions you need to write only 1 long question. So here once again I am saying the questions will be from the business, introduction of business, or the questions will be from the forms of business organization. So here choice will be there. So when it comes to business, so here the questions might be like this, business features, or else its objectives or functions, or else relationship between trade, industry and commerce, or else what are the various forms of business organization. So like this, so the questions will be coming from the unit 1. So you need to study all these topics. Then when it comes to unit 2, Unit 2 is all about joint stock company. So here the first and foremost important question. So here many times they have asked this question in the annual exam. So define joint stock company, explain its characteristics and explain its advantages and disadvantages. So write down the meaning of joint stock company and what are the features and elaborate all the advantages and disadvantages. Then next question, define joint stock company. How does it differ from a partnership firm? So here already we know, right, in the forms of business organization we have already studied all the 5 types of business organization. So here there also we covered these 2 things. So now what we need to do here, just differentiate among these 2 things. Then third question, distinguish between private company and public company. So here we need to explain clearly, so what are the various differences between private company and public company. Then fourth question, what is a company promotion? Explain various tiers of a company promotion. So here, so what do you mean by a company promotion? So how we'll promote the company? So what are the various tiers which are involved in promoting the company? Right from the beginning of conceiving the idea, then it comes to the incorporation of the company. So what are the various stages which are involved here? Then fifth question, who is a promoter? Briefly discuss the kinds of promotion. So who is a promoter? Who is a promoter means what? One who conceives the idea of the business. So here we need to explain the kinds of promoters also. Then sixth question, define memorandum of association, explain its clauses. So here, so what do you mean by memorandum of association, and explain clearly all the clauses like name clause, object clause, situation clause, etc. Write down all the clauses one by one. Then seventh question, what is articles of association, explain its content. So here define what do you mean by articles of association and explain clearly all the contents of articles. So this is all about unit 2. So these 2 chapters are about business organization. So last 3 chapters are from management. So first two chapters are from business organization. So now I will explain the unit 3 important questions. So once again I am saying unit 3 is very scoring chapter here. So try to score more marks in unit 1 as well as in unit 3. So when it comes to the first question, what is management? Explain characteristics of management. So here write down the meaning of management, write down the definition of management and elaborate all the characteristics of management. So it is very scoring chapter. So write down all these points clearly. Then second question, define management, explain the functions of management. So here also you need to explain or you need to define what is the meaning of management. At least by heart 3 definitions of management. First write the meaning, write the introduction, then go for the definition, then come to the functions of management. Then end of the day, last you need to write the conclusion also. So what are the functions of management? Planning, organizing, controlling, directing, coordinating, etc. All those functions we can write one by one. Then third question, what do you understand by the term levels of management? So here clearly you need to write all the levels of management, top level, middle level and supervisory level or lower level of management. So explain clearly all the 3 levels of management. Then fourth question, define scientific management and discuss about its elements. So write down clearly the evaluation of management and under that explain clearly what is scientific management and explain clearly all the elements of scientific management. Then fifth question, it is very important question, explain Henry Fayol's principles of management. So here 14 principles are there. So clearly present all the 14 principles while writing the long question. So these are the three units. Today I explained all the important questions from these 3 units. So in the coming video I will be explaining the remaining 2 units important questions. So all the best for your BOM exam. Thank you everyone. If you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe my channel Arun Commerce and Management Academy, and click on the bell icon for further notifications. Thank you.